Welcome back, everyone, to more from the Sableyes. Here today with Blake. How are we doing, Blake?
I'm doing well, thanks, Mitch.
That is good, and we are back yet again for more Pokemon TCG Online. Today, I'm going to be playing ADP. Blake, what are you going to be testing?
I'm going to be testing more of Dark Box today. Hopefully we get some good results from it.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. Whilst the flip is being called, if you like the content, consider subscribing. We're also on Facebook and Twitter. The links are in the description below. You can check that out. But for now, let's get into the gameplay. Looks like you've got a start, Blake. I do not, so you'll have an extra card here. Lucky you.
We love to see it.
Love it. Oh, beautiful. I've got myself a perfect start after missing a Pokemon. It is Jirachi.
Alrighty. Oh, 2 mulligans.
Oh, look at you.
Look at that. Haven't we done well?
Getting some basic Pokemon. Alright, now this is going to be a really interesting one because I actually don't know how this matchup's going to go. Ugh, yuck. That was less than desirable.
Yeah.
Stellar Wish, I guess.
The rough part for me for this matchup is your Keldeos are a bit of a pain to deal with. After you GX, these you take 2 prizes off my non-GXs, but they don't one-shot your Keldeos, so they can be a bit problematic to deal with. And pretty much only Mega Lopunny or Darkrai with 6 energy has a chance to one-shot your ADPs, so I'm not really taking one-shots in this particular matchup, which isn't ideal. But you're not exactly threatening one-shots on my big tag teams either, so I suppose there's a little bit of security in that regard.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit awkward in that I'm not going to be able to do big knockouts, especially if I use my GX attack. The only realistic way that I can get a huge knockout would be through Keldeo's Resolute Blade to do 250, but there's not that many tag team GXs on your side of the field that have less than 250 HP. I think it's only Greninja Zoroark, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I'm playing Tag Call here. This is a great new card for Dark Box.
Yeah, it's really helpful. Yeah, I'm just sort of struggling here because, I don't have the turn 1 Lily in hand, so I'm just sort of debating how I go about my turn because I've got the rest of the hand that really sticks out as a good turn 2 hand, but I just don't have a really great turn 1 supporter, so...
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm going to play Great Catcher, hopefully. Get rid of that Jirachi in the active, make it a bit more difficult for you, and then I can get that Mallow Lana back with a discard and then draw 3.
And that's a red and blue that's still in your hand as well there, so you're going to be set next turn. It's just a matter of whether or not I can get myself going here.
Alright, beautiful.
Alright, well I've top decked a switch. So it's not the end of the world. Pokegear doesn't find anything again, but that's okay, because this time I actually have supporters. The question is, do I switch into the Jirachi and then thin another card and then go for the Ends Resolve, or do I just hit it and hope? Because, I mean, if I hit 3 off of this Ends Resolve, not only can I get an attack off, I can potentially even take a prize and start threatening knockouts already. I think I'm just going to go for the Ends Resolve. We'll see what happens. Oh, it was 2 waters. That's not enough. Not enough. So it looks like we are switching into Jirachi. That was close, though.
Yep, and now there's not going to be as many energies in that Stellar Wish of yours, so... Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough choice whether or not Stellar Wish first or second. I suppose it depends what your priority was, really. So you find yourself on a skateboard there, so... Not the greatest of second turn outcomes for you in this.
No. I would have liked to have used the GX attack if I could have, but it's okay. 2 water is acceptable. It would have been better if it was a water and a metal. If that had have happened, then I would have been reasonably happy to just go into it. The problem here is that you're going to have a pretty solid turn here. You're going to get yourself a couple of Pokemon that are going to get yourself set up. You'll be able to grab a tag team. You're going to grab yourself a Weavile-GX probably. You're probably going to grab yourself a Silvally as well. So it's a pretty solid turn here for you, Blake. It's just a matter of whether or not we can maintain the pressure. It'll be interesting.
It's just where it goes, where the pressure leads to.
Oh, the last card's
because
the
I'm holding
Silvally.
the Silvally.
Look at him go, just picks it up.
Alright, cool. That's not too bad. Do I need? I don't really need a stadium. I've got.
I don't really need a stadium.
Because half of my stadiums are also Chaotic Swells, so...
Yeah, fair enough. So it's like, oh, can I get rid of these? Can I actually value getting rid of it or not? Does it actually matter?
Yeah, because, like, the stadium I want to play is the one I have to use to bump your stadium, so... It's not really worth it. It just gives you a chance to put down a stadium you might like. But I can't remember if you actually play anything else other than Chaotic Swell, so... I think I might just...
Shadow Connection?
Go in with this Weavile. I don't have enough energy to be messing about with Darkrai. I would have liked to tag 60 on this this little trio down here, but we'll just go for the Claw Slash.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Alright, well, we're going to have an opportunity here to potentially find an energy. It's always awkward with ADP, especially when you don't hit the... Oh, hey, it's a Jirachi. That's cool. Gives me somewhere to put that escape board. It's always awkward with this deck because you never know quite what you should be doing. Here, I think, though, I'm going to be reasonably happy just to hit with the Ultimate Ray. It sucks that I'm not going to take a knockout, but hey, there's not much I can realistically do about that, and it will set your Weavile up to be knocked out by one of my Keldeos. That should be fine. We'll just attach some waters, and we'll put a energy down on... Yeah, we'll put it here. We'll guarantee that we've got an attacker next turn if something does go awry.
Alright.
Thinking Blake. Now we can see Blake thinking. You got to get better at talking through your turns now that we can see your face.
Now you have evidence that I'm actually thinking, rather than just
hoping that you've not cut out.
Alrighty. Just trying to think what cards I want to discard here, because I do want a red and blue this turn and get just more energy into play. And I can get myself this Silvally, which I prepared earlier.
Yes. There's 6 energy in play, and that's 5 for your Darkrai. Oh, you're going to be one short to just Dark Moon me, though. Unless you've got a switch in hand.
No, I don't have the switch in hands, so what I can potentially do is I could, if I draw into Darkrai Prism and my last Dark Energy, then I can potentially get something going here.
That sounds like maybe he's done it.
I got the energy, so now I just gotta find either a Pokecom or the Darkrai Prism off this one card. Another Cherish Ball, beautiful. No, so yeah, not really much going there. So I suppose we're just gonna try and save this poor boy, and then we'll Shadow Connection. We'll just keep our stuff safe.
Yeah, fair enough. That seems reasonable.
And we might even split this Dark Energy off the Silvally so it's not all on one place in case you want to target one of my baby boys down.
Just in case I get crazy with power.
Alright. And we'll Black Lance. Slap you for 150. Oh yes, 60 damage, cool.
Doink.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh no.
It's a real shame.
Oh, you hate to see it. Alright, what are we looking at here? I think I'm going to hit this Pokegear. Let's play it. I'm going to grab that Ends Resolve. I don't think that is irrelevant anymore. Then we're going to discard 2 with Mallow and Lana. I reckon I'm getting rid of Swell and Ends Resolve to switch into Jirachi and heal some damage here. And then I can play Cherish Ball. I'll play that. Grab myself something like this Mega Lopunny, which seems pretty strong in this matchup. And then Stellar Wish, and ooh, a great catcher. That could be good. It's not going to be great now. because I've
Don't
only
mind.
got a few cards in hand, but it could be good later on. So I think realistically, like, I mean, I'm in an awkward spot because the last thing I want is for you to have, like, Great Catcher into my Lopunny, but I do need to start powering it up, right? So this double Keldeo
it's really
setup
funny.
that I've got sitting here.
I legitimately was like, oh no, Mega Lopunny. Now he can just put down Mega Lopunny and move all his energy on the Mega Lopunny. It's like, oh wait, he's not also playing Dark Box.
Yeah.
He doesn't get to do that.
No, I have to actually accelerate mine.
You have to work for it.
I think it's gonna be fine to just go into... Oh, I don't know, man. I think it's fine to just go into ADP and then GX. And if you use your GX attack, then you use it. That just seems so risky, though. That's a risky boy play, especially with 2 Silvallis. You're going to be able to fill up your hand really quickly. I feel like it's more important to apply pressure, so I'm going to... but if I Ultimate Ray, I need to play down the Mega Lopunny. Oh, no! This one Keldeo sitting here, he's going to annoy the absolute buggery out of me. Well,
because you've benched
yeah,
it.
if I hadn't benched it, then I could have put the Mega Lopunny down. That's okay. This is you
no,
live and learn.
No, you still couldn't have, because it'd still be the third.
Oh, it would
so
still
it'd
be the third.
240.
That's true. That's true.
So,
That's true.
So, really, all the extra one does is make it so that I can kill your ADP if I want to, if you bench the Lopunny. But,
Yeah,
I mean,
you're gonna kill it with
the
this anyway.
Lopunny, the Lopunny is the threat, not the other man.
I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna Ultimate Array. I'm gonna hit the 150. That's fine. Thinking is hard, man. And we'll put some energy down here on these Keldeos. So I'm gonna force you to try and knock out a Keldeo. I'm not gonna give you any more prizes, I don't think.
No, that's just
rude.
It's just sad. That is an excellent top deckaroo right there.
Is that an energy?
It was this baby boy. I don't even know if you can see it yet.
I can't. No, I cannot. It hasn't come up just yet.
Oh, okay, hang on. Oh crap.
Something's happening over on Blake's side of the field, and I have no idea what it is. That's Mallow Lana. Oh, cool. Well, at least now you're not going to be able to knock me out. Cherish Ball. Mega Lopunny. There it is.
There's the boy. Man, I really need to put extra. I mean, I need to put like just actual switches into this deck. It's frustrating. Hang on. No. Yeah, no.
Yeah, nah.
No,
Ooh,
Far out. Brussels sprout. Alright.
Alright, Shadow Connection. We're going to see some energy moving here. Is it going to the active Weavile? We're going to see 1 on the active Weavile. Is that for retreating purposes, Blake? Oh, no, it looks like this is going to be an attack here.
I must slap you.
It's an attack.
Because unfortunately, you got 250 left, not 240, so it's frustrating.
Yep.
Bang.
Kapow.
Shazam.
Alrighty. What now? So I've put myself in a position where there's the exact same problem that I had last turn. I still don't know what to do. That's got 240 HP. We're just kind of half-hitting each other here, hoping that someone will do the dirty work for us.
Who pulls the trigger first?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. I could be like super greedy. I feel like I just need to do something to change this game. I'm just gonna need to like retreat to Keldeo and force you to Gust, right? I think that's pretty much what my gameplay here is. Because if I retreat to Keldeo and you Gust... Oh, but... Does Dark Moon affect Keldeo? I don't think it does.
I don't think so.
Yeah, all effective attacks. Okay, so it doesn't. Alright, so I think I pretty much just have to... I'm gonna just retreat here into Keldeo and just start hitting you for 110. And if you guss me up, you guss me up. We're just gonna start doing a lot of damage to each other and we'll hope for the best. Eventually one of us will have to give in. Well, there's a great catcher.
There's a great catcher. The annoying thing is, like, just because I don't have free retreats, I'm gonna have to get this Guzzlord down, because he's gonna be the guy that helps me slap up these Keldeos now that you don't have access to, whatchamacallit, your altered creation. This guy's is actually gonna be a fresh
real
boy.
help.
If only I had a way to gust up that Jirachi, because I could use Red Banquet and take 4 prizes here, and then if I had a way to get that Jirachi, I wouldn't even have to deal with these Keldeos. But that's not how this goes.
That's not how it works. It's not how it works.
No, it's not. So I think I'm gonna split up my energies so that I don't want this Darkrai to go down, lose 3 prizes and 3 energy.
Yeah, fair enough.
To lose the energies.
That is fair enough.
And I mean, this is just as efficient as everything else to attack with, and it's already damaged, so I might as well attack with a Claw Slash.
Sure thing.
When I suspect I'll unprize a lot of dark energy here.
You reckon?
Because I know I'll play more than what is currently. Oh, yeah, 2 out of 3 so far. Yeah. But that's two dark energy. Beautiful.
Cool, beautiful. Well, at least you've got access to them.
Yep.
Let's grab a Cherish Ball here. There's no more Pokemon left in deck. We are going to Stellar Wish. We're going to grab... What are we going to grab? Probably this Cynthia, I would say. That seems fair.
Seems only fair.
And then I'm going to stamp you to 2. I know you've got Silvally, but at least I'm forcing you to do something here.
Yeah.
Then I think I'm just going to retreat into Keldeo. And then... we're doing it. We're gonna do the thing. We're gonna try and power this thing up eventually.
That's a shame.
Do I lose now?
No, it's a real shame because I mean I only played 2 Gust on the deck, so.
Oh, they both gone.
And they're both gone, so I can't. Not that I have access to the Lopunny anyway. I still need to get 1 more energy.
Yeah.
To use that, but it's just a real shame. Alright, now just a thin will do this.
Sure. Get rid of some cards. Ooh, a Lily. Very nice.
How about you for catches? You have used one. Humana. Let's have a look. What do we got left?
How many energy have I got left? Oh god, there's lots going on here. This is super intense. Like, I'm super stressed right now. Stamp to 4, strong. The old Stealthy Hood. A classic Mallow tech. Red Banquet, okay. So I feel like I'm in a pretty strong spot here.
Oh no.
Oh no, he says. We will switch into Jirachi.
Oh.
Stellar Wish.
Oh.
Grab Chaotic Swell. We'll play that down. We'll retreat into Keldeo. Then I will attach an energy to Mega Lopunny, and I think I'm just going to Resolute Blade to knock you out. And I'll get rid of all that energy. I think that's the most important thing for me, is that all of the energy's gone, so I've got a bit of time to work with now.
Alright. I think I'm just cooked here. I think I just don't have the
Don't have the resources.
I don't have the juice to keep going here. And all my non-GXs are just too hefty. Yeah, I've only got the one energy left, so I can't even attack with a non-GX to finish this game, so you got that one.
There we go. Ooh, that was tight. That was really close. We've probably got time for another one, Blake. If you want to send another challenge.
Yeah, too easy.
That was super close. How did you feel from your side? Like, I felt like I was under pressure to make the right decision every turn, but once I had those Keldeos powered up, it wasn't too hard to wrest control. How about you?
It feels too painful to deal with two Keldeos with the threat of Mega Lopunny looming over the deck. I think that's the real problem here for me. Is that yeah, it's just the threat of Mega Lopunny is too strong, so I can't abuse my GXs for too long before getting punished. And as soon as I run out of powerful GXs to abuse, then Mega Lopunny just knocks on the door and really just starts wreaking havoc. But I suppose I just got to be faster.
Well, that's the key, right? But even in that first game, I wasn't super fast, so like I didn't have an amazing first couple of turns.
Nah, you didn't.
Know. So it'll be interesting to see how this one goes. Looks like you've got yourself a nice Lily to start off with here, an attachment to the active as well. So this is looking pretty good. Oh, and 2 energy on a Darkrai Prism. Here you go. This is the fastness that you were talking about.
Yeah, I wasn't at my peak performance just yet. This is peak.
You
may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like.
All right. Well, let's grab ourselves some stuff here. We'll grab a Arceus Dialga Palkia. I'll play Pokegear. We will grab a Cynthia off of that Pokegear. We are going to play Ends Resolve. We're going to get an energy off of that Ends Resolve. Beautiful. We're going to get 2 energies. That's very nice. I actually don't even know if I have to Stellar Wish here, because I could just go in and GX attack. Because if I Stellar Wish, I gamble not getting the GX attack off. So I think I'm actually just going to attach to Jirachi and retreat, which is a really weird thing to say. But I think I'm...
guarantee in turn 1, Altered Creation is never something to mess with here.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably strong enough to be a significant start. I'm relatively happy with that, but now you get the opportunity to half hit the ADP, and I've got realistically no way of dealing with that next turn, so we'll wait and see what happens. Very curious. Greninja Zoroark coming out, Umbreon Darkrai. Which one of these is going to hit the board?
Doesn't really matter. I think the problem here is that in the long run, I'm going to have to catch it to finish off what I started anyway. So I think going for Darkrai Umbreon is probably better for that, because I don't play the Mew. So let's go into that. And then we'll disc reload 4/4, which is nice.
That is strong.
Alrighty, and then I mean, realistically, it doesn't even have to be the Darkrai, because 130 is enough to set you up for a finish with the Umbreon Darkrai.
You could just attack with the Weavile. Like I'm not going to threaten a knockout. I'll do 180, which is pretty good, but it's not 200.
Just in case some shenanigans happens, I should have a backup attacker, so I'll move it all over here to the Darkrai, and
then we're ready to go.
Then we're ready to fight.
Alright, no worries. Well, I've at least got my Ultimate Ray attack here. The question is, am I going to have something to charge up with this attack? We'll Cynthia and see what we can do. This is a trash hand, Dedenne.
the most immediate Dedenne of all time.
Oh, that's so annoying. So I've got something to power up now, but the problem is that it's going to get knocked out if you have the Lopunny because of the attack because of the fact that I had to play down the Dedenne. We are going to get rid of this Jirachi. Grab ourselves a Metal Energy out of the deck. I think, yeah, I'll save all that stuff for next time. We'll just Ultimate Array, we'll do 180 and we'll power up this Mega Lopunny and hope for the best. I might just use all Metal Energy, to be fair. I don't think I realistically need to use Metal for anything else in this game.
Yeah, if you don't plan to go into another ADP, I think using up all the metals is the wise choice here.
I think so too. We'll just put all those on the Mega Lopunny Jigglypuff. And yeah, we'll see how we go. Oh, okay, well, this is a problem. This is an immediate problem. Yep, this is a big problem. Okay, yep, this is a big problem. This is a massive problem. I'm having a massive problem.
Alright,
Did I tell you about the problem that I'm having, Blake? It's pretty big.
I've yet to hear about this problem that you're having. I think I might, if I was to want anything, it would be extra draws, so I'll grab a type null, and then I'll even play this little guy right here.
Yikes! And then you get to Silvally as well. Oh boy.
I Silvally to give myself enough cards for Mallow and Lana, so...
Oh, right. I mean, it doesn't matter, you're about to take 3 prizes.
Yep, and then you won't be able to play trainers next turn, so there's no chance of you going into an attack with a Keldeo anyway next turn, because you can charge one up, but you can't tag switch into one, because I'll lock you out of it.
Yep, and I can't realistically put the ADP in the active either, because since there are no trainers, I cannot heal with Mallow and Lana. Can't play any trainer cards, and there's this Pokemon knocked out. So this is this game might be over. Like, I don't know if there's going to be a way that I can come back from this.
Yeah, it was a really unfortunate turn for you. Everything just sort of fell apart there, where usually you just, like, you know, chuck your energy on a Keldeo and everything's right as rain, but you had to bench your surprise threat, which you like to come down in a single turn, and then instead, you know, you're left with having to bench it, dedicate a lot of energy to it, and then have it get punished severely by, like, what I would call the ideal draw from your opponent.
Yeah. So, I mean, another great catcher here wins the game for you, so I'm looking forward to seeing it.
So now it is just up to me to apply the pressure. So
yeah, that's all you got to do.
I really should have checked if it was in the deck before I went searching for it there. That's usually what you'd usually do with a Viridian.
A card that you need.
Yeah, but we can start this off with a Dedenne. Alright, cool. Tell you what, I wonder what draws more cards. I'm curious because I've got the option of using Cynthia and Caitlin as my supporter for turn, or red and blue. But I think after I ditch the cards, getting a second Silvally will have drawn me more cards. So
well, getting the Silvally out of the deck gets you a Silvally and 2 energy thinned out of the deck, right?
Yeah, that too.
So I think it's probably better to red and blue rather than Cynthia and Caitlin.
Yep, and then go for that. Another chance to search the deck for a great catcher. There it is. It is in there.
This time I'll actually look.
Thankfully, it offers me the option twice, so there we go. And then 1 disc reload, 15 cards.
Not super likely, but could happen. Stealthy Hood thinning out.
And we'll just stamp to thin out some more cards.
Yep, fair enough.
And 2 more. No dice.
No dice.
He lives a turn longer.
Oh boy. Oh
But
boy.
now
Oh
there's-
jeez.
But there's also the Dedenne on board now, so I have multiple outs
Yeah, this is still
to
problems.
my end.
It's still a problem.
Now that this Jirachi is gone, I can just go in with just about anything to finish the old game off. And what I think I would do is I'll chuck 60 here so that anything can kill the Dedenne.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I don't think there's a way to come back from this. This is pretty crippling. Well, I've actually got a Volcanion Prism that I can start powering up. I'm going to reset stamp you to 2. Not that it matters.
I bet you I see the Great Catcher off of these 2 cards. I didn't. I didn't.
And you've set your board up so it doesn't matter realistically what happens here. We're just going to Mallow Lana. We'll get rid of the Cynthia and the switch. We'll retreat into the Dedenne, heal 120, retreat back into the ADP, and then we'll just Ultimate Ray for 180, and we'll see what happens. I'm not convinced.
It seems unlikely at this point, but I mean, who knows?
Anything could happen. Anything could happen.
Anything could happen.
You got 2 more cards to look out from this for this Great Catcher. Oh, look at your tag calling as well. He's got everything he needs. Everything is required.
Thought I'd just put that in there before. I'll just thin that one out. Cynthia first? No, I'll draw first. Let's have a look at disc reload first. Alright, there's nothing to thin here, unfortunately.
Nothing there. Cynthia away. Here you go. 6 out of 14. You got a 50-50 chance-ish.
Alright.
We're not there yet.
I'm scared.
We're not there yet.
I am.
This is a disc reload 1 in 9. Oh.
It's the same card that comes back.
Oh no.
I mean, you're still. You're doing 180. 4 prizes. 2 prizes.
Alright, so the fact that you missed catcher there might give me another chance to stay in the game. I still need to survive another turn though. That's the big thing. I still need to survive another turn after this. Oh, there's the retreat.
Just make an annoying time for you. You did just burn 2 switching mechanisms from your hand, and you're only holding 2 cards. So I feel that annoying you with Abyssal Sleep is the way to go.
Fair enough.
This Pokemon can still knock out your Dedenne.
Alright. Alright. What am I doing here? Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. I think I just Mallow and Lana, but I can't use the effect. I gotta save this stuff. I'll go into the Volcanion. Don't know. I don't know if that's worth using. We'll Pokegear. Let's see. There's not a lot going on. I'm in the death throes here. Sauna Blast. 130, which is pretty solid.
It is solid.
But it's not solid enough.
Finally.
There it is.
You had me scared.
Yeah, I kept fighting for it. I kept trying to get there, but it didn't work out. That's okay.
There we go.
Bang.
Easy win. 6 prizes to 0.
Yeah, 6-0. Creamed it, mate. Too easy.
steal a tie out of this matchup.
Well, there you go. Well, we might actually leave it there, Blake. We've been going for about, 35-ish minutes, so we won't go too much longer. What did you think? What did you think about the matchup before we head off?
I think it's definitely Dark Box. Rather ADP favored. It's harder to say Dark Box unfavored rather than say ADP favored.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
I think you definitely have the upper hand going into that matchup just because my non-GXs are so expensive. It doesn't matter if you overpay to take them out because in the long term it really hurts me too much losing 4 energy at a time. Even when you're still taking 2 prizes for them, usually the 1 prize helps skew that price on the energy. But when you're still taking 2 prizes, then it's really painful. So I reckon I'd almost go so far as to say like 70-30 your way when you draw optimally. It might not seem like it from your point of view, but for me, every time I saw Kelly on the bench, I was like, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah, how am I going to deal with this thing?
Like, ideally, it's like, oh, cool, Darkrai Prism, put it to sleep, it falls asleep, and for some reason you're not holding Mallow Lana number 3 or whatever, and you don't just heal the damage off straight away. But you can just, like, save all your Mallow Lanas for my non-GXs, and then, you take off 4 energy once. If somehow that doesn't get rid of all my energy on board, then you can just probably do it a second time.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
I just don't play enough Gus to get around that whole problem. Dealing with your GXs isn't as big of a problem as I thought it would be to start with, but it really is those Keldios. So, but there's no way I'm playing Power Plant in this deck, so it's just something you're going to have to deal with in the matchup that unless Dark has access to like a non-GX that's a bit cheaper that can deal with Keldios, which I'm pretty sure doesn't exist, it's just going to be a rough one.
Yeah, it seems like that. From my perspective, I reckon pretty much reiterating what you said, the fact that I didn't get any Keldios in Game 2 was the problem. It was part of the reason why I couldn't get across the line, because every time you attacked Blake, you did damage, which I wasn't a fan of. So Keldio is definitely the way to go in that matchup. We'll wrap it up here. If you are interested in these decks, the ADP one's on the screen for you now. We're going to put them in text in the description for you, so that list will be there, as will Blake's version of Dark Box. We'll chuck those in the description for you so you can take a look at them and transition those across to PTCGO to play for yourself. Thanks, Blake, for coming along and testing this matchup with me.
No worries. Always a pleasure.
And thanks everyone for watching. If you like the content, consider subscribing. Click the save line in the middle of the screen. On the left hand side, we've got some videos that YouTube thinks you'll like, and on the right we have our Cosmic Eclipse playlist for more videos from this format. If you like us on YouTube, you might like us on Facebook or even Twitter. Description down below is links to those, the Sableyes_YT. Thanks everyone, and we'll see you all next time for more from the Sableyes. Bye.
Bye.